Lady Resnick. Where are we headed? We should not be abandoning our post.
Allow me to ask you. How do you feel about continuing our course to invade Ovis Castle and take Princess Lucielle's head?
It does not sit well with me. Princess Lucielle is King Oberon's betrothed. The rest of you share the same mind, don't you?
The very answer I had expected of you. We now split from the main division in order to rescue Princess Lucielle.
We are to rescue Her Highness?
And in order to achieve this, we will utilize the headsman of the Arms Dealers Guild, Garvel.
Garvel, that insolent wretch.
After taking control of the guild and placing the arms dealers firmly under his heel, he is now among the great powers of the land. To go against Garvel means to have one's weapon supply cut off and become fodder for other nations to pick at.
So in what way will we be using Garvel?
I shall explain. As an arms dealer, Garvel is by default considered an entity of neutral standing, meaning he can likely make contact with Princess Lucielle. Through him, we will have Princess Lucielle entrust her ring, the ancient relic, into our care.
With Ovis at its current disadvantage and lack of options, she might just agree to it. But surely it is too dangerous for the ring to be given to Garvel.
Nea.
Here.
Lady Resnick, who is this?
She is formerly of Izog. I took her in, and she now serves as my second.
Izog, the same background as Garvel.
Nea, what is your appraisal of Gernsback's plan? From what I understand, you are acquainted with Garvel.
Yes. Garvel will undoubtedly be agreeable. He will want to make the ring his own.
Good.
I see. The ring is what Jaden desires. But if it were to be stolen by Garvel...
The focus of aggression will shift from Ovis to the Arms Dealers Guild.
The guild will not be easily dealt with, however.
That is true. Regardless, this will remove the noose from Ovis's neck. And it is unlikely there will be any nations that side with Garvel.
Why do you say that?
The great houses in the east, such as Horn and Wazette, are already embroiled in war. I surmise that none will have the leeway to get involved in our struggle over the ring. Once Princess Lucielle is secured, we will reclaim Lady Alea. That is where our true test will begin. Our divisions were all but torn apart, and we were forced to take up the Rundal name. But the day we can unleash our rage at this indignity will soon be upon us.
We will finally be free of Rundal's tyranny. Lady Resnick.
Before we take action, I must make one fact clear. King Oberon does not yet know of what we engage ourselves in. Gernsback and I fear for the future of Heindler, and thus made the decision to take matters into our hands. We must avoid arousing Rundal's suspicion, all the while maintaining secrecy from King Oberon. It will be a mission of the utmost danger. It is for this reason that I will not force any of you to come with me.
No! We follow you proudly, Lady Resnick.
You have my thanks.
We will show no mercy to those who befoul Heindler's name, no matter who they may be.
Jaden likely plans to toss aside King Oberon once he has what he wants.
We won't allow that to happen.
I have seen your resolve to be true. Time is no ally to us now. We must make haste!
Lady Moore!
I care not! Carve ahead!
But that will take us straight to the enemy!
It is likely they have learned the disadvantage they suffer to engage us at range. Alas, this ship carries not only Rundal soldiers, but a great number of those from Heimler too. Board the enemy ship and leave none standing!
What shall we do with the ship once the enemy is slain?
Sink it.
But having another ship would be advantageous in our invasion of Ovis.
It will not be needed. This battle will not be prolonged. Go.
Yes, my lady.
Our army commands this single ship. Sink all of Ovis's fleet, and this will become the only means to access Ovis Castle. In other words, none will be able to lay a finger on Princess Lucielle. Beyond the deep fog, I see it. I feel it. While ever so faint, the glimmer of ruin undoubtedly grows brighter. Jaden shall never have the ring. For that is the sole way to destroy Rundal. Could that be? Could that be? Sister. Ramada. To think that this is where we would be reunited. Alas, I shall not allow you to stand in my way, even if it means your fate must be sealed.
The bearer of the third ring, Princess Lucielle of Ovis. Desiring this ring, Jaden invades with his joint army of Rundal and Heimler. Facing a fearsome assault, Ovis opens the kingdom's floodgates, and the castle soon becomes a fortress upon the lake. Meanwhile, Gernsback works to protect Oberon's betrothed, Princess Lucielle. What Jaden seeks is the ring in Lucielle's possession. Gernsback calls upon Garvel of the Armskillers Guild to go to Ovis, so that Lucielle's ring may be entrusted to his care. The battlefield moves to the lake. At the command of Rundal's ship, Mor beholds the unexpected. For on the deck of the opposing ship from Ovis stands her sister, Ramada.
We were born and raised in a remote village to the west. And when the village we called home was decimated by Rundal, we began our journey of revenge. Yet despite being sisters, our paths diverged.
You chose to go to Heimler to exact revenge on Rundal from within. I made a friend, whom I could not abandon, and settled in the small kingdom of Leonis to the east. Not a day has passed that I do not think about our revenge against Rundal. And yet, here we stand in such a place as foes. I cannot see the stars that you see. But there are stars which avail themselves only to me. And it is those stars in which I believe.
Lady Mor! There are multiple enemy ships approaching.
Yes, I am aware. For the stars have told me everything.
Of course, my lady. My apologies. It is only natural you have seen beyond what our eyes can see.
No matter how many ships they may deploy, our victory remains unshaken. I shall show you the capabilities of a true astrologer, Ramada.
Ramada? My lady?
It is nothing. Prepare the cannons.
Yes, my lady.
You shall be shown no quarter, Ramada. But you needn't worry. I shall put our people's poor souls at ease.
Cannons ready!
Starboard, 86 degrees.
Lady Mor, it would seem we missed.
How can this be? Have I been outwitted?
What the? We were supposed to be running away!
Ramada, you...
The battle commences. Now, board your vessels and
As we see fit?
what about our orders? Any orders I give will likely lead us to defeat.
What's that supposed to mean?
The enemy commands but one ship. However, it is my sister Moore who stands at its helm.
Hold on a moment. We're about to face your sister.
You need not worry. She and I have already said our farewells. I don't think that's the problem here. My sister is an astrologer of such talent that I am but an open book to her.
That means we don't have the slightest chance of winning.
True, but that is exactly why you shall shine. This is making less and less sense. Enemy cannons! This isn't looking good. Which is the very reason you must take to the water.
I still don't get it.
Shall we give it a try?
Lady Etra, the mist is too dense to just enter like this. Lady Etra.
Steer the ship that way!
Lady Yerma, if we continue this course...
I know. But we're up against Lady Ramada's sister. There's no point trying to strategize against someone like that.
I suppose that's true.
Well, I've been given a ship to command too, but... This is Miss Ramada's sister we're talking about, right? They said we'd no chance of beating her either.
Lady Nasha. By continuing our course in this direction, you mean to...
Run away. Of course I do!
But...
I don't care! Just keep going! Got it?
Is it truly okay to leave this in the hands of those three?
Yes. There is nothing for us to fear. These dense mists betray the eyes into seeing that which is not there to be seen. However, Etra will rely not on her vision, but her sense of smell to give precise orders.
I see.
In contrast, Nasha will likely flee before she even encounters the enemy.
If you know this, then why give her a ship?
Her sense of direction is disastrous. If she were to flee as if her life depended on it,
I cannot begin to imagine what would happen.
no one can. And that will serve us nicely.
Then what of Lady Yerma?
She possesses a strong sense of responsibility and the bravery to match it. To employ nothing but curious strategies and deception will result in the enemy seeing through our plans.
I see. So Lady Yerma's straightforward approach to battle is what allows us to confuse the enemy.
Those three represent an unpredictability that cannot be seen, even in the stars. However, we cannot depend solely on that. Let us also join the battle.
Yes, my lady!
Lady Moore!
Inconceivable.
What the? We were supposed to be running away! Ugh, well, I guess since we're here... May as well ram them as hard as we can!
Oh, they're really going at it out there.
King Jaden.
Damn it! Look how festive it is. Say, Raldar, call the ship back.
What has brought this on?
I want in on the warfare. Guns roaring, the wind in my hair at the helm of the ship. Come on, what do you say?
No, Your Highness.
I'm the King of Rundal. Aren't you supposed to do as I command?
The answer is still no.
It was worth a try. It sure looks like fun out there.
King Jaden, is it possible you have forgotten?
Huh? Forgotten what, exactly?
Lady Alea's procession for the wedding.
Ah, it completely escaped my mind. Why are we starting a procession at a time such as this anyway?
You made the decision yourself, Your Highness.
You know what? I believe you're right. In the original plan I designed, Ovis Castle was supposed to be very much captured by now.
Perhaps it would have been wiser to allow yourself more time with the arrangements.
Hyndler would have performed marvelously in the invasion of Ovis. And then Alea and I would have said our vows. It would have been a most satisfactory celebration for the coalescence of our two nations.
I hear that scandalmongers whisper behind closed doors.
Oh? And what do they whisper?
That Lady Alea is merely a hostage to ensure King Oberon does not hesitate in the subjugation of Princess Luciel.
There are always those who find a way to interpret everything in the most horrendous of ways. Don't tell me you lot have your doubts as well.
We would never, Your Highness. You have known Lady Alea since you were both young.
I don't think there's another out there who cares for Alea as much as I do.
In that case, perhaps it is time. Lady Alea has already departed Hyndler Castle. It would not do for her to arrive at the castle without your presence.
Yes, I know. It'd only make the poor girl lonely. I've prepared one last surprise for the battle. Put it to good use, and Ovis Castle will be ours in no time. I leave things in your capable hands.
Lady Ramada, why did you call us back?
I'd like to know too. We had the upper hand.
I imagine the enemy is pondering the same thing.
Why we don't press the advantage and attack?
Indeed. As I stated earlier, my sister is an astrologer of many times my own ability. If we face her under the constraints of logic, she will rout us with ease.
But if we kept fighting, I think we would have...
I sensed a warning in the stars.
Huh? By that, you mean...
If you had pursued, perhaps you would have sunken their ship. However, by doing so, we would have suffered great casualties, of which the consequences could not be undone.
Oh no!
Furthermore, there is still one more secret measure available to us.
A secret measure?
It would seem Ovis has made a pastime of secretly taming aquatic monsters.
They have monsters?
Oh, no way! That's what this water is for?
Yes, that is correct. It was unexpected to see Rundal had prepared a ship. However, the monsters lurking in wait to assail them from beneath the water will pose a threat.
So the monsters will fight in our stead after we retreat. That makes sense.
With that, let us return. Please see to your preparations.
We must retreat.
What?
Do my words fall on deaf ears?
You'd better not be holding back because it's Princess Luciel we face.
The enemy has the advantage, and yet they do not press their attack. Do you know why?
Well...
I, for one, know not. The stars will not speak of it. Which means we must not grasp beyond our reach. We command only this single ship. Should we lose it, the battle will quickly turn against us. Withdraw the ship. I see that I am not the only one who has developed their prowess in our time apart. But I promise to return this favor.